We continue with our discourse on the AM show, and it's all about the Ghana Society of Dermatology, which is 10 years. To tell us more, we have Dr. Bridget Gogodako, Ghana Society of Dermatology. She joins us in the studio. Many years ago, I came to meet someone called Gogo. That was my first time. I wouldn't mention the person's first name because I don't have her permission. Two people, in fact. So this is my third encounter with a Gogo. So Gogo, and then now it's become Gogo Dako.
Yes.
Right. Thank you so much for joining the conversation, Doc.
Thank you so much for having me.
The Ghana Society of Dermatology. To be honest with you, I wasn't aware you existed. And there is reason for that. I mean, in the discourse we've just had, there are very few of you.
Yes.
How did you even come to want to come together to form this society, which is now 10 years?
Okay, so the Ghana Society of Dermatology, which is exactly 10 years old today, was inaugurated at the La Palm Beach Hotel on the 17th of February 2012. And this became necessary because in the early 70s, our older colleagues had a Ghana, a society of dermatologists.
Right.
But due to their few numbers and then certain challenges, this society or group sort of died down.
Oh, wow.
In 2012, with support and encouragement from sister organizations,
Right.
and I think I would mention Dr. Michelle Vishal here from L'Oreal. She was instrumental in bringing all dermatologists in the country together so we can have a unified voice to be able to let our presence be felt and known. As you said, you didn't even know we existed. So we've existed for 10 years,
right.
and you didn't even know about
right.
us. So that's the more reason why we are here today, and moving forward, we want to make ourselves more visible,
right.
and more heard.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm going to ask you a bit of a common question, but
Yes.
common because I want all of those watching us to understand properly. Who is a dermatologist? What do you do?
Okay, so in medicine, we have different specialties. So you have the cardiologist taking care of the heart, right. and the dermatologist takes care of the skin and its appendages. Many times people think it's just the skin. The hair is an appendage of the skin. So it's part of dermatology.
The keratin and everything.
Yes, the nails, yes. So taking care of the skin and its appendages.
Okay, so that's interesting. I know that there are some amazing things we actually don't know about the skin. Surprise us this morning. Okay. What are some of the fun facts about the skin that we may not even know is going on?
Yes, so very amazingly, the skin is an organ, like the heart, your liver, your kidney, but we don't seem to see it as such.
Right.
So the skin is an organ, and looking at it stretching from our hair down to our soles, obviously is the biggest or largest organ of the body. And since it's so visible, the most visible organ, people tend to think that they have a right to it, sort of. Yes. And
it is their skin. They wear it everywhere they go.
Yes, but a right to it in that they don't see where someone comes in to tell them how to manage the skin in a healthy way, much as we would look at the heart and the liver and other things. And the interesting thing is that this our skin color as blacks. The cells that produce it are the same in blacks and whites, but it's just the mechanism and volume of the color that is produced that is different.
So the melanin, right?
Yes, and God made it so such that those of us closer to the equator have more of it. And so you realize that once you are in the sun, you are going to get darker, in quote. If you travel out a bit out of the sun or to temperate areas, you come back and you are slightly lighter.
Right.
Yes, and so it is for a reason.
Just to hold it there, now that you talk about the pigmentation and it's being for a reason, that brings me to the point of skin bleaching and what the Central Regional Minister recently was saying about students, even at the basics level, bleaching their skin. How dangerous is that? Seize this opportunity to really put it out there for us.
All right. So before I come to it, I would want to touch on our theme for this 10th anniversary
I was going to save that for last, but if you want to mention it.
Yes, I will link it to the skin bleaching.
Right.
Yes, so our theme is love your skin.
Exactly.
And when you love your skin or anything you love, you cherish and take good care of it. People are bleaching because in our minds, white or fairness is better. And we do not know the reason for which we have the skin. Actually, our skin, not just the melanin color, it's tougher. And so, and it's all for a reason. You have young people bleaching. Unfortunately, you have children, not even JHS. I think he's aware of JHS. I would wish they would go down even to our crèche and primary schools, even down to babies. And you will realize
some
mothers
parents are bleaching their babies. Yeah.
Mothers and fathers, let me add, because at first bleaching used to be a thing of women, but now men are also bleaching, children are bleaching. And I think that the reason why people are bleaching young is when people know you to be dark, and all of a sudden you become fair. It's like, oh, she used to be dark. So now people want to start early. So they are known as fair. And then the troubles become more pronounced because you would have bleached over a longer period of time. So we'll come into the side effects of the bleaching as we go down in our conversation.
Well, we're actually at the tail end of our conversation. So maybe just tell us, how much damage can skin bleaching do to a human being? Can it, I mean, I've heard of cases where maybe you're going for surgery and your skin is so light, could it result in death, for example? Very briefly on that.
Okay, so we tend to think that the skin we have bleached, it is just the external of our bodies. But our skin has functions. And as we bleach, we deprive our skin of performing the function for which God created it to do. And so even as we say that our skin is a window into our bodies, in the same way, when you bleach the skin, you can have systemic side effects from the bleaching of the skin. So it is not just a matter of the skin thinning, and so with the direct sunlight, we have the obvious skin cancers. That is not the only complications from the bleaching, but you can have even kidney failure, you can have diabetes from bleaching of the skin, you can have hypertension, and for children, stunted growth. Your child is not growing.
Wow.
And you think, oh, I have to give him this supplement, I have to do that, I have to do that. But the root cause is the skin that you are bleaching. And so it goes beyond, far beyond what we see on the skin.
Okay.
Yes.
Well, just as you leave us, and you've given us the theme, the Ghana Society of Dermatology, 10 years. Leave us with one skin tip, just one, as we wrap the conversation, Doc.
I would say, as we take care of our skin, we have to be mindful of the fact that it's an organ like any other in our body, and so we should be mindful of what we put on it.
Right.
Also, I would say that just as you would seek medical attention for any other disease condition or sickness you are facing, You also seek medical attention, and especially with a dermatologist if it's with your skin, and not tend to Google or the internet for answers. And as I said, because it's a visible organ, everybody thinks they can tell you the solution to what you have. The fact that they used A and it worked for them, they tell you to use. And by the time they get to us, we have all sorts of things going on.
So let's not take anything for granted.
Don't take anything for granted. Love your skin and take good care of your skin.
Congratulations on 10 years as the Ghana Society of Dermatology. I'm sure there'll be ample time later to get into more of what you've been doing. But thank you so much, Doc, for joining the conversation.
Okay, can I give a few information about what we are doing for this 10th anniversary?
Okay, so if you can do that in 30 seconds.
In 30 seconds, okay. So tomorrow we'll be at the Senior Correctional Center of the Ghana Prison Service for a free outreach and medical care. And get a copy of the graphic tomorrow and you read more about the Ghana Society of Dermatology.
Dr. Gogodako, thank you so much for joining the conversation. Now, coming up as we wrap on the AM show this morning, we're going to be telling you about, well, we've been speaking about the skin. We'll tell you about the heart and how to race for it to keep yourself healthy. That's up next. Stay.